welcome or welcome back to my channel. I am Maddie Sanderson and this is This Bookish Cottage. Today we are working on our August TBR. I am excited because this is the first time that I'm actually going to be using my book cart that I have another video all about me setting it up and why I finally got one. And so I'm very excited to finally dig into this one. So we're gonna just kind of jump on in. I do have to state that this was not a great reading month for me. July was just a bit rough. So I didn't get all the points that I was hoping that I could get for my game. And if you don't know anything about my game, there will be a card up at the top that you can click, and I will try and have a link down in the description box for you as well. So that way you can kind of get familiar with the game that I will be playing. The game is called Bookcore, and it is what helps to pick out what books I will be reading for the month. So I'm excited to get into that one again because it was so much fun the first couple of times that I've played it, and I'm sure it's going to be just as fun today as well. I was only able to get a couple of books read this month, and I'm not going to go through in detail because I do have a video that will be coming out that will be going into detail, but just know I only read 4 of my own books from cover to cover. I did read 2 other books that were mine as well, but I did not finish them. They were DNFs, so I won't consider those as part of my challenge to complete books that I've read, but they are being removed from my shelves, which is wonderful. Because of those 2 DNFs, I definitely got into a slump, so that is probably why it took me a bit longer to actually complete any sort of books for the rest of the month. Now, we do still have a couple more days until the end of the month, so I could come out with a couple more, maybe. It just kind of depends on what's going on. But I will update that score in the next video next month. So for right now, we have only gained 4 more points, which means we are now at 9 points, and I will have to update my little tracker. So let's go ahead and jump right on into the very first round. Okay, so we got random number generator, and what this means is I have put just about every book that I own into my Goodreads account. I do not use my Goodreads account for anything other than this, just so you guys know. So it is not accurate, so don't worry. If you go on there and try to find me, I'm probably really behind on things on there because I just don't track anything on there. But I did have most of my books in here, and so it tells me that I have in my Goodreads 256 books. So I have on my computer a random number generator. I have it from 1 to 256. So let's see what number it gives me. 204. So I am going to find on my Goodreads, I'm going to have to go all the way to 200. I have each page with 100. So we are now at, this is 200, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's actually perfect because it's going to be coming off of my cart. That is exciting. Okay, let me grab it. Hold on just a second. Guys, that was way harder than it should have been. But we are going to be reading The Midnight Library, and this is by Matt Haig, I think is how you say his last name. I don't know much about this book. That's usually how things go for me whenever it comes to my books that I'm choosing, but I am excited for this one. I love the cover, and I have heard very, very mixed reviews on this, and the fact that it is sitting at a 4.0 on Goodreads, that's pretty stinking good. So I'm hoping that this is going to be a book that will definitely catapult me out of this reading slump that I am currently in. Okay, let's go and do our next round. Okay, so we landed on blue, which means we are picking from my cute little mini book jar. So let's give this another good shake. I can literally only do so much whenever it comes to trying to mix this up, but just know there's just no way I could actually put something on top and choose that. Okay, so I'm going to go away. I got, okay, I just can't grab one and keep it. Okay, I got one in my hand. Let's see, what is it? Okay, so I did grab this, but I actually unhauled this book, so there's probably a couple of them in here that I have unhauled just because they kept sitting there and I was just like, I'm just never gonna get to them. Okay, so, oh, this will be a good one. Where Are you going to focus, camera? Probably not. Where the Crawdads Sings. Okay. Or Where the Crawdads Sing. Yeah, so this will be a really, really good one. I loved the movie, and I know that the book is going to be better than the movie just because that's how it usually goes. So this is one that I'm pretty thrilled to actually finally be reading because it is also such a classic as well. Okay, now on to the next one. Well, we got the number generator again. So let me pull this up again. We have 256. So let's generate and see. It gave us 236. So it is really loving this 200 numbers. So let me start from the top again, and we're going to count our way down, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Did I say 32? 36, okay. 33, 34, 35, 36. Guys, I unhauled that one. So we're gonna delete that one, and we will go to the next number 36. And what would that one be? Okay, so I literally unhauled a couple of these in a row, and so the next one that I do have is The Librarian of Burned Books. So let me go grab that one. Naturally, we're gonna land on the punishment wheel. So I have it pulled up here. Let me push spin. Okay, I thought I was gonna land on Piper Picks again, and I'm like, we cannot do that again. She has failed me twice in a row. So what's been on my Kindle the longest. Oh my gosh, I hate reading on my Kindle so much. So I'm honestly not even sure that it is charged. So I'm gonna have to charge my Kindle, and then I'll have to put this in there later on. Hello, Editing Maddie here to let you guys know that the book that is on my Kindle and has been on there the longest is Stalks of Gold. So we're gonna be reading this one for the punishment prompt. Okay, we got mood read, which makes me very, 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 very excited because I feel like I just have not been able to mood read this month, and I am just ready for it. I'm so ready for it. And I have my cart right here, and I already know exactly which book I am going to be picking off of this one, and that is Emily Wilde's Map of the Otherlands. I can't wait. I am so excited to read this. So, so, so excited. I know my best friend Donna read it, and I'm not 100% sure if Cody read it or not. I should ask him, but I'm just ready. I'm so ready to read this book. So we now have this one. All right, and because we ended up rolling the same number twice in a row, I had to add another roll, and so we ended up on another number generator. We have never had number generator on this game before, and now we got it 3 times in a row. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let me do this again. Okay, 41. There we go. So let's go see what 41 is. That is going to be on page 1. There we go. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 41. Oh, okay. Okay, this should be a good one. Hold on a second, let me go get it. Okay, we are going to be reading The Library of Legends. This is by Janning Chang, and I am obsessed with this cover. I think it is just so stinking gorgeous, as are most of the covers that I own. And so I'm very, very excited to get into this. Again, don't know what it's about, but I love reading books like that. I love not knowing what to expect before I go into it. And then I'm usually swept off my feet with how amazing it is. So now we have this one. All right, so that is all of the books that we had to do for our game, which is very fun. Again, I am missing some books, and I will be inserting here the books that I will be reading for some book clubs that have yet to decide what they're reading. So just know you're gonna be flipping back and forth between me now and my future self. I'm back to let you guys know I have 2 different books that I will be reading for book clubs, and one of those is The Two Towers. I'm very excited to finally read the 2nd installment of The Lord of the Rings. And then the other one, I know several of you guys are going to be very excited that I'm finally jumping on this bandwagon, but I'm going to be reading O'Reilly Sager, and that is The House Across the Lake. I am so pumped for that one. It's like a high priority read for me because I can't believe I'm finally reading O'Reilly Sager. So those are the books I have. Another book that I will for sure be reading this next month is Where the Wind Leads. This is a book that my brother and I are going to be reading together, and it is a book that my grandma recommended for us because it has to do with a family that we actually go to our church, we go to church with, and they live obviously in the same city as where we moved here from, and so we are very excited to read this book. A couple of other books that I know that I'm going to be reading this next month is The Magnolia Palace by Fiona Davis. This is my Patreon book club pick for the month, so we will be reading this together. And then we have a buddy read as well, which is the book that came in second on our Patreon picks, and that is Terry Pratchett's The Color of Magic. I cannot wait to read this one. I love Terry Pratchett, but I have never actually read any of his work. I've only watched his movies or his shows, and so I cannot wait to finally read this book. I loved this movie. It also has Sean Astin in it, who I just adore him. He's like the cutest little dork ever. But I can't wait to read this one. And it's a pretty small one, so like I'll get through this pretty fast. But I'm so excited for that. All right, well, thank you guys for spending time with me, and I hope that y'all enjoyed this video. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe because it absolutely means the world to me. And until the next video, I will see you guys later. Bye.